Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through step by step how to create a workout program for skinny fat guys trying to get lean and strong. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll be able to put together a gym routine using only exercises that you like, and that is perfect for trying to lean down and gain some strength at the same time. So what we'll discuss, I'll talk a little bit about my story and then some of my training principles, and then I'll go through the actual program exercise by exercise, and then I'll talk about the only app that you need to put this all together. So picture on the left there is me at 21 years old. I was very skinny, like growing up. I'd wanted to gain some muscle for a long time and try and commit to the gym, but it just never happens through lack of knowledge and just lack of motivation and the right systems. And the picture there on the right, there's probably a few years later when I came back from traveling. I was like over 20% body fat for the first time, and this is when I finally decided to lean down. And it wasn't until I first saw a gym program like the one I'm going to talk you through now that I finally got consistent and actually started to make some real changes. So the three principles of this training program is training 3 times a week with reverse pyramid training, and it's a low volume, high intensity approach, perfect for beginners or people who don't have much time to commit. So reverse pyramid is basically starting with the heaviest weight first and then dropping it by roughly 10% each set, but doing more reps. And yeah, these sessions, they're going to be low volume, so they're not going to take too long, maybe 45 minutes to an hour each. So if you've got 3 hours to commit a week to this program, then you're good to go. I split this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's good to have a day in between. This is the way I did it. Like when I was working, I had the weekends off. And so, yeah, day one was upper. It was the upper, lower, upper split. So first exercise I do is some kind of press for like your chest. So either bench press with a barbell or dumbbells, and it would be either incline or flat. And I'd do 3 sets of 4 to 8 reps. So with each of these exercises, you can basically pick like your favorite one. So if you don't like doing barbell incline bench press by yourself, for example, because you might not be able to get the last rep out, or whatever, and you prefer doing the inclines with the dumbbells, then do that. Basically you'll have like a choice with each one. So then your second exercise, you'll do basically the opposite of what you did on the first one. So if, for example, you started with barbell incline press, then you would do dumbbell flat press. And it's quite comical thinking about the gym sessions when I first started, when I'd like go with my mates, and our exercise selection was terrible. We'd do like flat barbell bench press, and then we'll go and do flat dumbbell bench press, and it's just like you're basically just training the same thing there, and never did like any kind of incline. For shoulders, it was always front delts, never like medial or rear delt, and the training was just so out of balance. So by having a setup like this, it avoids that kind of thing. So yeah, on the second one, another 3 sets, but higher reps on this one, 8 to 12. And then I do first bicep exercises, 2 to 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. Again, you can do neutral or hammer grip. So neutral is sort of like holding a dumbbell or barbell like this, and then hammer grip is like this. And then your next bicep exercise, do the opposite. And again, you might prefer doing a bar, using like an easy bar, doing like preacher curls or something. And then on the next one, you might use dumbbells, for example, or a cable machine. But yeah, you basically want one with neutral grip and one with hammer grip. And again, with the second bicep exercise, I usually did higher reps. And yeah, you can get away with 2 sets on each of these as well, because it's quite a small muscle, the bicep, so you don't need to overdo it. And then finally, some kind of rear delt exercise. I like the cable crossovers, where you're holding the cable like this, and then you outstretch your arms so that they're basically parallel with your body, or some kind of fly using a machine or dumbbell. You can pick any rear delt exercise, to be honest. Again, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And with the reverse pyramid training, when you start with the heavier weight, you want to go for the lower end of these rep ranges and then work your way up. So for example, chest 1, our first set might be 4 to 5 reps, and then we drop the weight 10%, and then the second set is maybe 5 to 6, drop the weight 10%, and then the third set is 7 to 8, for example. So that's how to interpret these rep ranges. That's day 1 done. Day 2 is lower. So I'd always start with some kind of big like quad exercise, some form of squat or leg press, 3 sets, 4 to 8 reps. Again, quite low reps. So yeah, the first set might only be like 4 or 5 reps, and then you do like 6 or 7, and then 7 or 8. Hamstrings is next. Some kind of Romanian deadlift, which is basically a deadlift, but you don't go quite to the ground. You just get a stretch on your hamstring and then go back up. Or some kind of leg curl. It might be seated or lying, like lying flat. 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. A second quad exercise. So basically, if I did squats for my first one, then I might do like leg press for the second one. Or then if I did leg press on the first exercise, then obviously you don't want to do a leg press again. So you could do like a leg extension, and yeah, higher reps of this, 10 to 12. Calves and glutes are optional. You can do any exercise really for this, because we're not going to pair it with any others. So yeah, just a calf raise. You can do it standing or seated. And then hip thrusts I've found are good for glutes. 3 sets, 8 to 12. And then core, I usually do this at the end of a leg day. So you can do any exercises really. I think any exercise which brings your legs towards your body are better because they target your lower abs. In general, people have much better developed upper abs than they do lower abs. So for example, if you do a sit-up, that's your legs are still, and then you're bringing your body towards your legs. So that will do more of your upper core. Whereas if you're doing like a hanging leg raise, you're holding on to, like the pull-up bars, and then your torso is still, but then your legs are the ones doing the movement, and that will target the lower abs. Or another thing I like to do is the P for P, which is, it's just a YouTube video. And first came across this like years and years ago. It was published 14 years ago, and it's had 86 million views on YouTube. So this is just, it's like an 8-minute workout of 8 exercises, I think, and it's more like higher volume. It's not like weighted, like you can do it in your house or just at the gym, but some kind of core exercise. And then next, the second upper day, so I'd start with front delt, some kind of overhead press. You can do it with a barbell, dumbbell, seated, standing, even with a machine, or you can do like the Arnold press, where you sort of do the twisting motion, where you bring the dumbbells down like this and then press up, or you can just do the straight press. Yeah, 6 to 8 reps, 3 sets. And then I'll do a back exercise. So some kind of like pulling motion like this. So you could either do pull-ups, body weight or weighted, or if you can't do those yet, assisted pull-ups on a machine where there's like weight resistance to make it easier. Or you can do a lat pull down on the cable. Again, 3 sets of 4 to 8 reps. And then next I do some kind of rowing motion. So again, you can use barbell, dumbbell, machine, whichever you like the best is the one you're more likely to stick to. So again, 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And then with triceps, I'd start with some kind of overhead movement like this. So you can be like skull crushers, or yeah, some kind of like with the cables, you can attach the like rope and do the same movement with the machine, with the cable, sorry. And you can also do it with dumbbells. 3 sets, again, sort of 8 to 12 reps. And then for the second tricep exercise, if you're only doing 2 tricep exercises, then you wouldn't want to do like skull crushers, for example, where you've got like the bar like this and you're going like that. And then for your second exercise, do the overhead extensions with the cable, because it's exactly the same movement and you won't be hitting like the other heads of the tricep. So this is a more efficient way to do it, and this is a mistake I made all the time when I was a teenager. So yeah, the second one is some kind of extension. So you can do dips, again, weighted, body weight, or assisted, whichever you can do, or a cable extension. That's like the classic tricep movement with the cable. Again, 3 sets, 6 to 12 reps. And then lastly, some form of lateral delt movement. This is super important for building the width on your shoulders. And this is like the side delt. You can do it on a cable, with a machine if you're lucky enough that your gym has a lat raise machine. It's quite uncommon, I found, in the gym that I've been to, but my current one does, which is great. And you can use dumbbells to just do like this flying movement, and you can do it seated, standing, or leaning against a bench, whichever way you want to do it. Again, 3 sets, like 8 to 12. This is a good one to drop set as well, to sort of like burn out at the end of the session. And the app to put it all together, and yeah, tracking workouts in my opinion is non-negotiable. I realized this like not soon enough. Like I never used to track my workouts for too long, and it's been an absolute game changer. And it's how you actually measure your progressive overload. If you're relying on your memory to try and remember how much you did last session, then it's just going to be a bit all over the place. So yeah, I use the Strong app. The premium is like $30 for the year. It's so worth it. It's on your phone, and during your session, you just have your phone there with the template like loaded. You can make templates for like all these different workouts, for example. And then as soon as you finish a set, you just put in what you did, and then it will tell you if you did more or less than last session, and it will track your progress over time. So in summary, go through each of these movements and pick your favorite one. Add the templates to the Strong app so that when you get into the gym, you don't have to keep putting the exercises in every session. You just go on your template and click start workout, and yeah, just repeat these workouts for at least 4 to 12 weeks, like even longer. If you did these workouts for like 6 months, for example, like you'll still make great progress. Eventually, you might want to make slight tweaks. For example, if you're doing chest, on the first exercise you've been doing incline first for a couple months, then you might want to swap it up and then do flat. But the basis of the workout sort of stays the same. And if you're new to the gym or just getting back into it, struggling to get consistent, or you lack a lot of time, then doing this 3-day-a-week training split is a great starting point. And by following this routine, like exercise by exercise, it makes sure you're getting like enough volume and an even spread of volume. So if you want some help with your own body transformation, you want to try and lean down and gain some strength. You're a skinny fat guy, like I was in the picture at the start, then click the first link in the description. It will take you to my one-to-one coaching page. Hopefully see you over there. If not, no worries at all. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.